Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Dima, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make a tote bag. And this particular tote bag is quite different because it is a simple tote bag, and you can also pull on the string on the side to make it rush at the top. You can see how it looks when I pull the string. So if this is something you are interested in learning how to make, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, to make this tote bag, you will need about half yard of fabric, whichever fabric you want to use, but I will advise that you don't use any fabric that is stretchy, and always make sure that you are using a thick fabric. So I'm going to be using this fabric here for this particular tote bag, and if you feel that your fabric is not thick enough, you can line it, but I'm not going to be lining this one. So I'm going to be using the folded part of this material as the bottom of my tote bag, and I'll just go ahead to take the measurement. First of all, I'm marking a line to indicate where I'll be starting my measurements from. I mark 17 inches as the length of this tote bag, 15 inches for the actual length when I'm done, and the other 2 inches is what I'm going to be using to fold it. And I went ahead to mark it severally so that I will get a straight line. After marking the length, I went ahead to mark for the breadth, and the breadth I mark is 14 inches. 1 inch should be for the sewing allowance, and 13 inch should be the breadth at the end when I'm done sewing. I'm marking it in several places so that I'll get a straight line, so that it will be the case of maybe the one side will be bigger than the other side, so it will be very straight. And after doing that, I went ahead to reel it out with my straight ruler. And after doing that, I trimmed it out with my scissors. After cutting, I discovered that the length I have and the breadth is not actually will be very small when I finish, so I increased it by 1 inch, both for the length and for the breadth. I increased by 1 inch. And after cutting it out, I went ahead to take out 2 inches from the length. That is going to be what I will be using to fold it out. And this is where I'm going to be folding it. So after now, I'm just going to head over to my sewing machine and I'll fold it in with that 2 inches I took out earlier. And for the rope, I'm going to be making use of these bias to do it. So I'm just going to fold it this way and I'll sew it on my sewing machine. I use the remaining fabric that I have left for the string, because I was just trying to manage to make sure that the one I have was enough for me. So I cut out the both of them. The width I have for this is about 3.5 inches. And this is the way it's looking when I'm done sewing it out on my sewing machine. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to fold it, then take take the measurements on the sides. I'm going to sew it with about 1/2 inch, and this is the way I'm going to fold this thing, with the right side facing each other. And I'm also going to sew it on my sewing machine. That after sewing, I will turn it out to the right side. As you can see, I'm done stitching it out on the both sides, so I'm just going to turn it over to the right side now, so you see how it's looking. The next thing to do now is to attach the string on it. So this is the way I'm going to be attaching it. I just take the measurement of what I have and divide it by 2 so that I will get the midpoint, and I went on to go in and out of at the center by 2.5 inches so that I'll be able to attach the string. And this is the way I'm going to be placing it. I will place it this way, then hold it down with my office pin. And I'll do the other one the same way. I hold it down with my office pin, and I'm going to sew it, making sure that I didn't cover the place that my rope is going to pass through. I make sure that the rope I have is enough to go around my tote bag, and that I also have some inches left that I will be using to tie it. And what I did for this other side, I went to do it on the other side as well, because you know the strings are supposed to be 2. So after doing that, I went ahead to cut a little hole from the 2 sides of the tote bag. I cut 2 holes on the both sides, and I used my safety pin to pass the rope I have. After passing the rope, I tie it out so that I can be able to pull the strings wherever I want. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and hit on that subscribe button. Subscription is free and it doesn't cost any money. It's just a 1 click away. Subscribe and also turn on your notification so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Don't forget to leave me a comment so that I will know what you think or feel about this video, or if there is any video or any tutorial you would like me to share. On the rope, I left about 3 inches so that I'll have what I will use to tie it on. And this is the way it's looking when I'm done with everything. You can see how it looks on me. Thank you so very much for watching this video to this point, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.